Same here. For all the people on YouTube, the little story here is Lynn is sick. Yesterday he couldn't play the AOW Grand Final, had to be subbed by Sock. Now, only 24 hours later, he was able to play a match versus Live. He looked really good, but is he in tip-top shape to defeat Happy in a best of 3 is the question. The past couple of matches between them go back and forth. In the AOW group stage, it was a super close affair. It was a 2-1. Lynn demolished Live in the winner bracket semifinal. Happy had some issues with Colorful, lost the map. Not the unbeatable Emperor, not even in the matchup. But here is the game. Where's the hype, everybody? I feel like this is foreshadowing of what will happen in the playoffs later here at DWCC. We will have 8 players in the playoffs. Reaching the playoffs is $165 per player. Participating here is $80. So if you win this match, is basically doubling the prize money with the potential of $4,400 if you win this tournament. Duro, it is absolutely lovely to see you here. I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy upper right hand side, DK and Ghouls. Lynn on the bottom left hand side, opening with Alta and Grunts and a Warmel there. This is interesting. No immediate Wyvern play. Still, it's the Blade. Now, it is of course the question. A, is Lynn fit enough? B, are you trying to hide strats for the playoffs? I don't think Lynn should really. There's 2 Night Elves waiting for him in the lower bracket. One of them is Colorful, and Colorful seems to have his number.
A player's forces are under attack.
The question is not is Lynn in shape, it is how bad he needs to pay off the hospital bills. Identify an American without him saying that he's American. Blade Master running across. Big heal potion for the DK. Can Happy deal with the Blade? And what's the build by Lynn? Is he going back to his mass Headhunter style on tier 2? Or is it again the guessing game that we oftentimes see in Orc vs Undead, where Lynn is trying to trick Happy into thinking it is Headhunters to make him go into a Dark Ranger second, which then opens up the sky for the Wyvern, because with a Dark Ranger second, you can't go for an Alchemist third anymore. Very interesting strategic developments. Guys, hospital in China is free. That goddamn communism, eh? Let's focus on Happy and 40. So far, we don't see any particular weakness on Lynn. Creeping some spots. Get the cloak, get the circlet. It is the calm before the storm. 2 Headhunters out already. And Lynn trying to go in with the steal. Happy has the reveal. Circlet for Lynn. Gets out. XP for Happy though. And that is level 3. Coil level 2 does a lot of damage, especially to fragile Headhunters. Oh, Lynn can't prevent level 3. That was a bit too late. So a bit of a level disparity. Forcing some coils as well. 1 for the last hit, 1 for the ghoul. And that leaves the DK empty. Now the big tell of what Happy is what Lynn is going to do.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter continues Headhunter. No rush tier 3. Happy is quite far behind in tech actually. Is he going Dark Ranger? I think the second Happy goes Dark Ranger, we're switching to Wyvern. But he's not tier 2 yet.
A player's forces are
And
under
with Happy not being at the tavern, this should tell us that he goes Lich. Looking for a creep jack with DK only. Everything green, everything fine. Lich it is. Still one beastery going Headhunter, Radar, Kodo, tier 3. Tier 3 has started and it's quite far ahead. I don't know why Happy's tech is so late.
forces are under attack.
Did any of you catch that? Did he just forget?
Is under siege.
It's almost unimaginable. It was a ghoul build. It was supposed to be fast. Against the Headhunter build, which is not the fastest orc tech even. Extra ghoul? Ah, I see. Well, still Wyvern. Okay, you all want the explosive fights. You all want the big red numbers and the coil novas. But we're working on a setup here. Lynn getting more information. Sees Lich. One Wyvern is never wrong. And if it's only for creeping. They're both trying to counter each other out
Are under attack.
with builds and movement. Happy is looking for a creep jack for quite some time and he can't find any. There's been no progress on this DK or Lich since this camp in the north. And Shadowhunter starts to level. And it's catching up. Are we sticking with Wyvern? Not yet. The third hero is determining Lynn's strategy, I guess. If it's Dark Ranger, go Mass Air. If it's Alchemist, go Headhunters. Oh, he's going Headhunters. Basically blind. And then exposed to Coil Nova. Engaging maybe a little too early. Gets a ghoul though, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. 2 units that basically cost the same. Little more on the orc side, of course. And now we got tier 3. Happy needs a Dark Ranger. Then contests it. He has no gold for that. At all. Happy needs a lot. Happy needs Orb. Happy needs a third hero.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's at 200 gold. This is not ideal. Headhunters are falling, though. Wait, did he get that Overseer? Oh my god, Lynn sniped the Overseer. Item goes to Happy. Amazing Devotion Aura. But the XP went to Shadowhunter Blade, who do have to catch up in levels. They don't have a single level 3. But you can see how tame this mid-game was by having a Lich level 1.1. And you can also see how elegantly Lynn is dodging all these Creepjack attacks. And now the TC is out. Brings the Orb. 7 food ahead. This will even out with the Dark Ranger. Got an Orb as well. Slowly but steady. Happy's game is coming together. An important map 1. This map is oftentimes about shop control, as we've seen so often in the past couple of days. So can Lynn fight Happy off his turf? Big consumable up for grabs here. Uncontested, basically. Backstab, no TP. Oh, Ogre Magi is still up. No reward yet, but no level 3 either. What are we going for? Silence, nicely done. Coil Nova, TC hasn't stomped yet, or not enough, I guess. Lich, Blade Master, both damage dealers up for grabs. Kodo has not eaten. Oh, supply is even. In a surround now, soaking up a lot of damage. Destroyer, Statue, Wyvern. Here's level 3. Finally, should go crit immediately. Grunts, ghouls, all taken out. Neck and neck fight. Lynn trying to run away. No speed scroll. And Happy still has the big heal potion. Still has the invo potion. Would love to see that Shadowhunter level 3. He's flirting with it. One more ghoul. That's the goal. But Happy has the coil ready. This means, though, that Happy has to move away from the Magi. And the consumable stays up. Oh, is that skeleton enough, maybe? Oh, one more. Lynn is losing more units here. And the coil is always at the ready. This feels like Happy has stepped up his level a little bit compared to the first series, warming up. Now he needs... Oh, Coil Nova and the TC dies. Shouldn't be a huge issue. Is back in no time. But of course, this feels like Happy was dictating the fight on the left-hand side. And got a lot of kills done. What now? The 3-3 hero levels. The longer the game goes, the better it is for Lynn, I would say. But level 3 TC seems pretty unrealistic now. Magi gone, big healing. Can't engage without a TC. It's back now. But only half mana because of it. Wyvern taken out. Speed scroll, stomp, reposition. How much damage is there really on Lynn's side, or does he have to tap out of map 1? This is the fight that will determine the game. We don't have enough piercing damage to deal with the destroyers. TC kinda useless without the mana. Heal potion used. Deals with the ghouls on the ground, but how much healing is there really? Blade Master has to heal. Lynn holding his ground, closing the supply gap for now. One more coil, probably reserved for a hero focus, as Lynn is making a detour to the shop. Got an invo potion, and now hunts the statues. I feel like there's a little bit of damage missing. We got 3 destroyers, 2 of them essentially useless. Grid for 159, no more heal wave on the Shadow Hunter. Game in dire straits. Everybody's evacuating pretty much everything. Coil Nova not ready at all. If you take the statue away now, that's a problem. Is there another one coming? I don't see it. And Lynn again, shopping trip. A coil with the TC's name on it in 13 seconds. Killing the statue was the big win. And forcing the morphs. But Happy with an expansion. Feels confident. Kodo down as well. Invo potion on cooldown for another minute. TC has a stomp once again. Can you engage or do you have to heal? There's not much to engage with, right? With the Kodo falling. Happy has a good advantage again. Pimping these heroes for close to 3. And you gotta do something about this expansion. Happy's army starting to get a bit unoptimized with 2 destroyers, no mana, 1 statue only. But Lynn, where's your firepower? Book of the Dead, useless, he knows. But I gotta say, for having a serious fever, Lynn is holding his ground really well. But Happy is dictating the game. Pushing Lynn around 4-3-3 around the corner. 1 kill away. Yeah, that counter expansion, you can forget about it. Blade Master got a roam.
Players' forces are under attack.
Wouldn't be too surprising if he's trying to steal the next invuln. But Lynn using this more of a decoy to push Happy to the bottom right hand side, who's now, yep, protecting this with a ghoul. Blade is here, has scouted it. But that's a problem. Without Wyvern, how do you deal with that? You gotta engage fully with Headhunters, and then they're on the silver platter. If Happy wins this fight or survives the fight, it is over. And we have a 1-0. TC doing the best he can. 3 destroyers up, 4 destroyers up even. The ground, even with too many ghouls, belongs to the undead. Zeppelin micro, kinda nice. Destroyers deal with it though, and now all hunting ground for Headhunters. Destroyers have mana, then they are really good units. And I think here on map number 1, there's not too much that Lynn can do. Even though it's flirting with 4-4. That was the nuke. Can't use the mana potion even. That one's dead. And now, without Hex, without Heal Wave, there's limited options. Any split attacks possible? Just the blade. Lynn fighting though. Just because he's sick doesn't mean he can't give it his all. It's maybe a little bit less all than usual, but still a damn lot. Shadowhunter back. He needs clarities. ASAP. Lynn feels like the only orc who's not going for the Mass Wyvern. Has a chance here, maybe. Mana is low, going for the Lich. Hex! Invo Potion, though. Yeah, that is the shop control that we're talking about. And the Shadowhunter is naked. No more mana. Coil was ready. Nuke! Blade Master bites the dust here. Maybe. Ghouls chasing. Lich attack. Invo Potion as well. Will the Shadowhunter be able to get some mana? No, I don't think so. He will get a Nova. And his second kill of the day. And the blade falls. GG. Happy takes map number 1. And he is one step away from the DWCC playoffs. Lynn fighting. But the Headhunters. So fragile. And he was caught. In the middle of the map. Exact when you don't want to fight. He took a fight. And there was Coil Nova. And then there was -2 Headhunters. And that you can't afford. And that you can't afford. Are we seeing a tech switch now? I feel like Happy is not falling as easily anymore to these Headhunter pivots. Waiting a long time. He might give up some tempo with the Dark Ranger second. But then he doesn't get blind countered, which is arguably the better thing. Does Lynn have it in him? He would probably love to turn this around to being able to go back to bed. And as I said, Lynn... if he faces colorful in the lower bracket, he's in trouble. Because colorful seems to be his kryptonite most of the time. Well, time to turn this around, or Happy's in the playoffs? Can Lynn clean up his game a little bit? He looked so dominant versus life despite the fever. And yeah, this looks different already, doesn't it? Looks like a fast tech. The more successful strategy versus undead. Lynn always trying to get something working that is not Mass Wyvern. But sometimes it just has to be Mass Wyvern. Alongside the blade. And still with ghouls, of course. So this is a Blade Master harass. This will result in low-level Blade Masters, and then the mid-game is where it really starts to shine for Lynn. You get the Shadow Hunter out, you really start creeping, you get the big camps with Shadow Hunter creep manipulation, and it's up to Happy to stop that. The first couple of minutes, Happy is free to do whatever he wants, creep any camp he wants, basically, that you can do with ghouls. For all the Happy fans, later tonight at 7 p.m, he is in the grand final of the Alpha FFA alongside Skoa, Sheik, and FFA god Liluami. So you're all invited, of course, to watch that here on this channel. Happy in FFA. So we start the camp, and it's a little bit of a guessing game where to go, but since the Blade Master is always making a trip to the shop to get the circlet, going to the right-hand side and creating a little bit of distance is certainly safer. This opens up the turtles for Lynn, and he needs a little bit of damage, but turtle is easily creepable. Chop, chop, chop. And there shouldn't be a way for Happy to prevent that. Cloak again, no damage, no HP, no nothing, just Shadow Melt. Soul, thank you very much for the raid. And this also prevents level 2. Oh, they're playing around each other. Single hits, individual hits, and Happy gets it before the backstab. So beautifully done by both players. This is new, right? Seeing Happy hitting with ghouls and skeletons to get the perfect damage. This next level last hitting. This was unheard of 2 years ago. Whoa, reveal used. That's the clarity cancelled. That means only one windwalk. Gotta be a little careful when we play the game again. And a little bit too late here. There we go. Full camp to Happy. Just extraordinary Warcraft, what can I say? But the tech is Lynn's strongest asset. Be just going aggression. With the Acolyte here, I thought, is he tower pushing? But hell no. One ghoul up for grabs. And Happy is not level 3. And I don't think he's getting level 3 here. Nope, 2.7. This is no 0.3. And now with the Shadow Hunter coming out, you want to disengage. Double Beastery. Wyvern it is. Tier 3 coming. But Happy can't catch up. Thought for a second Graveyard is late, but it's not. Everything aligning perfectly. The loss of level 3 is a bit of a dent for Happy. But this is very, very, very much the norm. Everything according to plan on both sides. It is almost surreal that we see a 5-minute game, not a single unit on the orc side. But it is what it is. They figured this out.
A player's forces are under attack.
And of course, keep pushing now. Can Happy disrupt this? These plays are around now for a long time. And Happy is one of these players who's getting blocked. That finds solutions. Hex again. Yeah. I've been waiting for a long time for counter plays. He wanted to block. Doesn't really work and you don't want to commit into the orc base. Ogre Lord successfully manipulated. Wyvern helping. But can he coil this? Happy. Level 3.1. Look at him go. Needs another hex. Is it enough? Oh my god! Oh, he got it! Item as well. More HP, more agility. This could have ruined the entire early game for Lynn. Happy's playing way more aggressive against this, draining Shadowhunter mana. Every single creep is important, and his Lich is coming in as well. Free Wyvern. Lynn accelerating big time. We see the Gargoyles. This is the play against Wyvern. Then we'll see Bats to counter them later. Then we'll see an Alchemist and Coil Nova to counter the Bats later. And no, Fiends don't work. One of the best items Happy could have found, Devotion Aura. Basically a free armor upgrade. Oh, this makes a huge difference. This is not good for Lynn. So, Bat Riders, they two-shot Gargoyles and Destroyers until the Undead is on armor level 3. But the Devotion Aura shifts this forward, right? Here we go, DK, Blade Master a little hurt, backstab, no TP, careful, Happy, makes it to the shop, but badly bruised. Ghouls have to be pulled, Hags, Lich, oh my god, the damage output by Lynn, way too crazy. Lich progress stopped, and the Lich is so important. You need the high level Nova to snipe Gargoyles, to snipe Wyvern. I don't have to tell you. And Lynn is making it work again. He also sniped the initial Garg. We already have the Bat out. Uh-oh. This is 3 kills. The critical mass of Wyvern. We're close. The first Gargoyle snipe was so unlucky. Okay, what now? The Orc levels are still pretty bad. Arm in the air, Hex comes in. And that is another Ogre Magi. Wow, Lynn with the most dominating mid-game you can imagine. It all started with the failed Ogre Lord harass. And now, of course, maneuverability with air is a lot easier than with ground. Oh, Lynn. Daytime, waiting for Happy to pull the camp. Happy feels like he has to take risk, and look who's there. No TP for Happy. Rock Golem, tough creep. We're going on to the heroes. Item is the big invul. The Lich could need it. Backstab into crit, not enough. More Wyvern streaming in. How many times can you save that Lich? He passes the invul potion. He's safe. What about the DK though? As I mentioned, no TP. How do you get out? We don't have Hex anymore. Can you reach? We also don't have Windwalk anymore, but the Hex is there! Oh no, the DK falls. 9 minutes, GG. Lynn shaves Happy on Concealed Hill. Absolute dominance with the Wyvern. No chance. This is a game that was literally on the knife's edge. If this Ogre Lord pull works better, and he takes it and maybe gets the item, all the progress is stopped. And Lynn's game is in ruins. But then Lynn has the momentum, gets the levels, gets all the last hits he needs, rushes across, and you can dominate so hard. You can bully so hard with Blade SH Wyvern. And then your anti-air is supposed to be the Gargs, and the first Garg, kaboom, immediately sniped. Now we're one map away from one player in the playoffs. Fever Lynn looking damn hot. And Happy has to step it up. And I'm not 100% sure how this map system works. I start to get a feeling that it's map pick, decider map? Because now the decider map is Hammerfall. A very wyvernable map, I gotta say. And Lynn is again going for the fast tech, as you can see. No war mill, no barracks, all indicators for that. It all comes down to this. Whoever loses this still has a chance in the lower bracket, live and colorful, waiting there. It's again the blade. And it must be the DK. Crazy. Happy had such a wonderful setup for the late game with the devotion aura. That would have caused real problems for Lynn. But War Chief strikes when he has to. Just to be safe, we're scouting this. Can't be fooled by a Farseer build now. And then what can Happy do differently? It's again the play around creeping in the beginning. Lynn trying to steal some XP from Happy. Then at some point the momentum shifts. And Happy is trying to disrupt the Blade Master Shadowhunter. Early Wyvern creeping. And yeah, that was the key moment. Ogre Lord going to Lynn, item going to Lynn, DK spending all his time there in the south of the map to disrupt. And we'll see where this goes now. Whoever wins here gets the top seed in the playoffs. Will probably dodge a Fortitude, a 1-2-0, a Starbuck. And that is what you want. A focus at this time. Stars and Stripes 69 with the
Time flies when you're having fun.
With the 72-month resub. That is 6 years, brother. Thank you. Good morning. Happy and Lynn on a Monday morning. What could be better? Well, maybe a little Murloc creep steal. Maybe a little Makrura creep steal. Happy played around the turtle steals perfectly. Can he keep it up? With the coil, it should be doable. Yeah, Lynn doesn't want to engage again. Doesn't want to sacrifice HP. Nice items though. Circlet, claw. This is what you want.
The player's forces are under attack.
Usually the mid game is a bit about these laps with the consumables. Happy is a huge fan of the Hydra, but I think with the Blade Master in the shadows, you don't want to engage the Hydra as they damage everything with poison. Always chip damage. Sweets around, forces mana. All these tiny things that build up to a greater good. It is of course Wyvern. It is of course the Shadow. Can Happy claim map presence until the Shadowhunter is out and disrupt this?
The player's forces are under attack.
Not really, right? He doesn't have level 3. Incredibly hard to snipe then. Oh, double claw. Hydra is not that scary versus a single unit. Because if, of course, poison gets spread on 5 units, that's like 1,000 damage. If it gets spread on 1 unit, 200 damage. And then you can heal it up with the heal self that Lynn saved for exactly that purpose. Feels like Happy is just reacting. Interesting though. Lynn moving to the shop, not to the lab. They're ignoring each other. So it's an arms race. Arms race for the tier 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
And then we fight. First orc unit at the 6-minute mark. Ooh, parry up. I really like this, especially on the Shadow Hunter. Fortitude has started to buy parry ups. Yeah, Lynn, great minds think alike. 40 has started to buy parry ups against the undead nuke. Armor doesn't do anything to you. It's always straight to the HP. So raise your HP. Hammerfall for other orcs, namely Soin and Focus, is oftentimes a lame map. Nice scout. You can fly here, focus here.
A player's force
There's no tower. Lynn usually a bit more honorable in a sense that he does less base race if he can prevent it. And so straight up fighting it should be. Same combo as last game. Level 2 Orc Heroes. Going in with the 4 Wyvern into bat. And once Envenom Spears is ready, we're moving. This time, Happy gets 2 Gargs out. Way better anti-air than on Concealed, but lack of Devotion Aura, of course. This is the laboratory creep that we were waiting for all game. Invo Potion. Ooh, Windwalk 2. Interesting. No Orb of Venom yet. This is a problem, because the Blade Master can't attack air. But I guess Lynn... Oh, is he jumping on this or not? That's the question now. It also doesn't have a TP.
A player's force
Arcancius, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Shadowhunter moves back. Probably saving resources for an orb. Alchemist third by Happy. Now we're lining up. Now we're lining up the late game. Lich underleveled. Alchemist, of course, didn't get anything. He got it all together. Close to 50 food, 3 heroes, orb up, tanky Shadowhunter. Can someone take this map away from Lynn? Can Happy fight back? Blade finds the creep jack. Oh, the statue is a gift! Oh, he gets it for free, basically. 126 critical strike on level 1. This is crazy. Alchemist safe with an Invo Potion called Nova flying onto the Wyvern. This might be the deciding fight here. Invo Potion on the Blade as well. Heal Wave to keep him ready. Second statue sniped immediately. Switching the focus. Lynn, it feels like he can focus whatever he wants and it works. Shadowhunter should be safe. Purge against the X crit. Lynn Saint Sword. GGG. 40 degrees fever can't stop this man. Similar to AOW Cup, Lynn defeats Happy and is the first player to ascend into the DWCC playoffs. Utter annihilation. No chance for Happy in these fights. Got caught out. Statue 1, Statue 2, bam bam. Damage output of these Wyvern is incredible. The batting was perfect. Took out the Gargs once again. G freaking G. And good luck to all the elves in the lower bracket.